Today we're going to do sequence alignment. So what basically is sequence alignment? In bioinformatics, a sequence alignment is a way of arranging the sequence of DNA, RNA or protein to identify the regions of similarity that may be consequences of the functional structure or evolutionary relationship between these sequences. So basically there are two types of sequence alignment: global alignment and local alignment. Basically is global alignment. It is the matching the residue of two sequences across the entire length. So that means that in global alignment we're going to sequence the entire length of the sequence that has been given to us. While in local alignment we align that region of both of the sequences which has the most similarity in between them. Like in this sequence we can see that this area, the red part of the area that I have marked, has more similarity in between them. So this is the part of the sequence that we're going to align in local alignment. We don't align the whole sequence, only that part of the sequence which are similar to one another. I'm going to align this sequence which is right here locally. We're going to align this sequence using local alignment. The first thing that you require is a squaring matrix that, as you can already see, that I've already made. Now as you can see, these are the rows and these are the columns over here. Now I've already placed the sequence in the respective rows and columns. This is one sequence that we're going to align, and this is the sequence with which we're going to locally align it. While here is the 0 and this X over here represents the gap penalty. These both X's over here represents the gap penalty. While doing the local alignment are that the first rule is that we have to put the 0 to the first row and the first column. That means that we're gonna write 0 from here over here in the first row, in the first column, and this the first row we're gonna place 0 over here. In order to solve further the whole scoring matrix, we need to first set the scoring system. This scoring system is gonna help us to fill all the boxes. Now if the two sequences are matched, then we're going to use +1. If the both sequences are mismatched, then we're going to use -1. While if both of the if there's a gap between the sequences, then we're going to use -1 again. Keeping in mind the scoring system, we're going to fill this scoring matrix. As you can see, these are the columns, and these are the rows, and these are the columns. And now we're gonna solve this whole scoring matrix using these three formulas that are over here. This is the first formula, the second, and the third. You can see there are the different arrows and above each formula, which basically define that if we're going to write the value which get from this formula, the first formula, the arrow is going to be in this direction. Basically these arrows show from where the value is coming, from which previous value the next value that we're putting in the scoring matrix is coming from. As you can see, there is I and J in this formula. I and J basically represent the rows and column number. By using this rows and column number and the scoring matrix, we're gonna put the values in these formula and we're gonna solve this. Now after solving, we're gonna choose that value which is the highest among the three values that we're gonna get for each box. Now we'll choose. Now the second rule while solving the local alignment is that if we get a negative value, we'll write 0 instead of it. Whenever we get a negative value, we'll write 0 instead of it. As you can see that I've already done it. I've already solved the scoring matrix using these three formulas, and keeping in mind the major rule of local alignment that if I'm getting a negative value, I'm gonna write 0 in the scoring matrix. But if I'm getting the positive value, I can write it as it is. And you can also say that I've already placed the arrow. These arrow basically shows from where this value is coming from. It can come from more than one places. It can come from more than one places. The final and the last step in aligning the sequence is that we're gonna trace back. Now how we're gonna trace back? We're gonna find the largest value in the scoring matrix, you can see, which is over here, +3. As you can see, the +3 is coming from this +2. If we're gonna make a back arrow from 3 towards 2, and as this 2 is coming from +1, we're gonna again make a back arrow from +2 towards +1, and as you can see, this +1 is coming from 0. We're gonna again make a back arrow from 1 to 0. Now this is the trace back for the sequence that was given to us. Now we're gonna write it. As you can see, both on the vertical and on the horizontal side, the +3 has G on the both of the sides, so we're gonna write G and G. Now as for the +2, it's again the same, C and C, so we're gonna write C and C. Now for +1, it's T and T, so we're gonna again write T and T. Now as for the A's, you can see on the vertical side for 0 there's A, while on the horizontal side for 0 there's a gap penalty, so we're gonna write A. And for the gap penalty, you can also leave it, or you can make the gap penalty sign like this. Now we're good by using the scoring system. We're gonna add it according to the scoring system. If there's a match, it's gonna be +1. So G and G is a match, +1. C and C is a match, +1. T and T is a match, +1. While A and gap penalty, if there's a gap penalty, we have to write -1. So the total is equals to 2.